A term that you will hear quite a bit when you're watching some of the videos that I've posted from YouTube, either the Khan Academy or the Organic Chemistry Tutor or two of the more popular sites. The term that you'll hear is Markovnikov product and anti-Markovnikov product. You may also hear the term Markovnikov addition. This is a term that I don't particularly like, but it's useful for you to at least see where it comes from. So in this slide and then the next slide, I'm going to show you why I don't like the term and why, because it's limited. So as you know, in this reaction, the pi electrons are used to form a bond between one of the two carbons and the hydrogen, and then the sigma electrons in the HBr bond end up on the bromine. And so I get two possible carbocations. In this carbocation, there are more alkyl groups. And we know that that means that there is more hyperconjugation. Compared to the carbocation on the right. Now, Markovnikov is a loose term that means that the bromine, in this case, adds to the carbon that has more substituents. So the definition is the Br adds to carbon with more substituents. The problem, though, is that substituents is too general of a term. So let me show you why it's too general of a term by looking at a slightly different example. If you take a look at this example that we've seen in class, and I carry out an oxymercuration-demercuration reaction, there are two products that I can form. One of them, the OH, is on the carbon that is bonded to the aromatic ring. And the other product is where the OH is on the carbon that is not bonded to the aromatic ring. In this case, Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov doesn't really work because which carbon has more substituents? Which carbon has more substituents? You can't figure it out. Because each of these carbons has two substituents. So Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov doesn't work here. The only time when Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov are useful terms is when hyperconjugation is the only argument. So Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov are only useful when only alkyl groups are present. In the previous example, I had an aromatic ring. That's not an alkyl group. That ends up being a resonance argument. If I had halogens present, then there is going to be an electronegativity or an induction argument. So you have to be really, really careful about understanding the limitations of the term Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov.